If I was doing that interview, I would have had a line of coke, and then every time he answers the truth, he can have a line.
Chief, you're out of line.
You're out of line, yes.
You're out of lines, in fact. What is this?
What is this?
That's the only way he's gonna tell the truth, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, cancel. Which one is this one? Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming at you live from our brand new studios. We've got a new home, Ghost Lady.
We have a new home.
And the pool
beautiful.
is gone.
But the background is here.
Yeah. MacG is here. This is MacG, by the way, if you're wondering. He's with us in spirit.
This is MacG, no cap. Well, fuck, two of them.
That's how real it is.
Yeah, man. We are recording at David Mashavela's studios. Big shout out to David, man. He hooked us up, man.
Whoa.
What a great guy.
God, David Mashavela.
Yeah.
Super cool
I was
guy,
even
man.
shocked when you later found out, like, that's him.
Yeah,
she's
she's like,
guy.
so that's David Mashavela.
That's David.
Radio. I'm like, yeah, that's him. She expected like a PE guy,
Yeah.
you know, like David Mashavela.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, that's him.
And he's so chilled, man. What a humble
so
guy.
chilled.
Humble,
Like,
bro.
he can be like anyone's friend. Like,
Yeah.
You know when
literally.
I first met him at Chiliam's funeral.
oh.
Yeah, that's my first introduction to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we started speaking from there, and here we are, man. So these are the Mashavela's creative studios.
Yeah.
He's got like a podcasting studio facility.
Nice.
So if you are watching this, you want to start your own podcast, you're more than welcome to come here and use these studios. Check out podcasts at mashavela.co.za.
Wow.
That's if you want to record here, you can use his email. And yeah, who knows? Maybe one day you'll have the biggest podcast in SA.
Hey.
You never know.
It's contagious, you know, this thing.
And do you know how many people are always trying to seek for advice? Like, yo, I want to start my own podcast.
So many,
yeah.
Yeah.
So they can just
What do you think of the studios, though? Are you
love
liking
it.
them?
I love them. I'm so
Yeah.
in love. I'm
So
actually
this
like
side,
in awe.
this side was supposed to be my side.
Okay.
So this thing is the wall that I wanted, and then this side was supposed to be Soul's side. He designed something just pop.
Just trash.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Just trash.
Please, actually, let's have like a camera crew. Please put it so people
Yeah,
can
we're gonna put it up so people can see.
Put
it up.
Don't put that thing.
Yeah, you must.
Don't
I'll
put
send
that
it to
shit
you,
of
Match.
yours.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I still think someone should decorate something, like a chiller should decorate something for you in the back there.
I think this background is cool, man.
love
You wanna
it.
keep it
It's
like
it's
this?
the inverse of this with
Yes.
the blue, obviously, instead of the yellow. I think it's cool.
Nah,
I'm
but you
gonna
gotta
put-
make it your own, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to put my Man City jersey there. I'm going to put my Kaiser Chiefs jersey here. And I'm going to put other things that make it mine, uniquely mine. Yeah, as we go along, as we grow.
Nah,
and
fuck
then we're going
that.
to have the menu jersey in the trash can.
Fuck that, man. Listen, if you're watching this, you want to decorate something, design something for Soul, send
No.
it through. Send it through.
My man,
Okay.
I'll make the wall mine. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll put my
can I make
things.
the table
What
mine?
can we put on top?
I'll make the table mine. So I will decorate the table. I'll put whatever I feel like.
On the
Okay.
table.
We already have Naga on the table, so it's okay. Well, we'll see.
And we already have you on the other podcast on the table.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to be on the
yeah.
table also.
Oh,
I'm just
I want to
fucking
put
with
myself
you.
on every table. Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway. Guys, where do you want to start, man? Fuck, what a weekend, eh?
Oh, let's start
Sha.
where everybody wants us to start.
Yeah.
We know everybody wants us to start by the AK interview. It's the reason why we even shot on the today.
Yeah.
Really. So let's start there. Let's not delay the inevitable.
You know what? Before we actually talk about the AK thing, I want to get what your thoughts are as well as you, Ghost Lady.
Okay.
Okay.
But I thought it would be cool to chat to a body language expert.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's call Courtney Chloe. She's the owner of the School of Etiquette, Africa's most prestigious training institute. She teaches Africa's leaders and corporates in human connection, etiquette, and body language and micro expressions. So I thought it'd be cool to get an expert in and hear what she thinks in terms of body language.
Yeah, wow. Body. That's why she's named after a body part. Courtney.
Really?
Hi there.
Courtney, good morning. How are you?
Very well, thanks. And yourself?
Great, man. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday morning. You are here with myself, MacG. Soul is here as well as the
hey,
Ghost
Courtney.
Lady.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
All right, so Courtney, let's get straight into it. I believe you've had time to check out the AK interview that aired last night, right?
Yes, I've had a moment to look at a couple minutes in the interview here and there, which I've found rather interesting, and I'm looking forward to discussing with you.
Okay, let's get straight into it. What did you find interesting?
Perfect. So maybe just to give you, do you know a little bit of my background and how I've arrived at this point to be talking about this?
Not at all, but I'm sure you're going to enlighten us.
Okay, perfect. So I own a company called the School of Etiquette, and we specialize in human connection. So skills that bring people together. And I mean, we've trained all the big corporates in South Africa. We've trained all the high net worth individuals around Africa. And one of the skills that we teach on is body language and micro expressions. Because, of course, when we communicate, 58% of how we communicate, or 55%, is through our body language, whereas 7% is through the words that we use.
Wow.
So it's really interesting because we're able to watch people's body language, and there is far more information conveyed through that than what they're saying with their words. And in fact, human beings lie on average 200 times a day.
Wow.
Right, so we're really good at saying what we don't mean. Now, what's interesting is that we've got something called body language and we've got something called micro expressions. So body language are the bigger movements that we see the body making, whereas micro expressions are these tiny, almost imperceptible movements that happen on the face. And they could be less than a second. And what's really interesting about them is that they happen within 0.03 of a second. So there's no way for somebody to control a micro expression. It just happens automatically.
Yeah.
And it's something that's been built up over many, many years. It's genetically wired into us. So yes, the answer is I have seen the interview. And what are some of the questions you have?
So let's just start from, as an expert, what did you think of the interview and what did you pick up?
You know, having watched it, there's a couple of interesting moments that I've picked up. There's moments where I see sincerity, and then there's moments where I'm not 100% sure there's 100% sincerity. So it's definitely something we can get more into. I would assume that maybe the listeners would have watched it, or I would recommend them watching it so that we can chat or they can understand a little bit about what I'm actually saying.
Yeah.
And when I'm watching this video, obviously being a micro expressions expert, body language expert, you look out for the 7 universal emotions. Okay, so everyone has these. It's happiness, sadness, anger, contempt, disgust, surprise, and neutrality. So that's a whole lot of words right there. I'm going to tell you the ones that I was really looking out for here. The one was sadness. Now, I want you to think about someone that you've seen that is absolutely distraught. You can see that sadness written over their face. You see the lips curled down. You see the chin raised. The jaw shudders. You see the eyes are narrowed together. There's no question as to whether that person is sad or not. Now, obviously, sadness goes in varying degrees. Someone can be slightly sad and someone can be really, really sad. And for me, if I've looked at videos of other people who have experienced trauma, experienced loss, I see it written into their face. You see it written into the new wrinkles that have appeared on their face. Okay, so that's the one thing that I look out for, sadness. The other thing is contempt. Now, contempt is a really interesting facial expression to spot, and actually one of the easiest. So contempt is when one side of the mouth pulls upwards. Okay, so one side of the mouth pulls upwards. Now, contempt is often showed when you're having thoughts about your superiority over people. We've seen in interesting murder cases in history when someone has lied about losing their person they loved instead of murdering them. You see the contempt come up. We call it a duping smile, where it looks like they've smiled, but it's asymmetrical. Only one side goes up.
Wow.
So that's just something that I get really interested in looking for. Then we've got disgust. Disgust, like if you think about smelling a dirty shoe, a smelly shoe, you see people's nose and nostrils rise up, you see the teeth exposed. That's the sign of disgust. Okay, and that can be the signal that we don't like somebody, we don't like what they're saying, or we don't actually like what we've just said.
Yeah.
So, having had a look at this interview, I kind of looked between the start of the interview up until about 18 minutes in. So something we see there is at around 6.5 minutes, we see AK say, we said some very mean things to each other, and he shows anger. Okay, so here's the thing. When we're trying to look for proof of lying or a disconnect between what someone's saying and what someone's feeling. When it comes to body language, micro expressions, and the words that you use, they should be in time with each other. So, for example, if someone says, I'm really sad, you're going to see sadness shown on their face at just about the same time. You don't see someone say, oh, I'm really sad, and they smile. Okay, so when it's a genuine emotion, you're seeing the emotion and the words are speaking to each other at the same time.
Is that what you saw at 6 minutes in?
Yeah, so we see him saying, we said some very mean things to each other. And he shows anger. There's the furrowing of the eyes and the eyebrows. And you know what? That sounds congruent with what he's saying. You know, he's recalling, we've said some nasty things, and he shows anger. Okay, whether it's his own anger of what he said or anger from what Anele said, we still see it, which is actually congruent. We're okay with that. Then he goes on to say, and then she threatened to kill herself. Shows contempt. Interesting. Why is he showing contempt there? Okay, just something to consider. And then he says, I look around the room and I realized she wasn't there. Here, flicker of sadness as the lip goes down. That is one of the first moments I see sadness expressed. Now, something that I do want to say is sad people are often in a depressed state physically. You see limited movements, you see limited facial expressions. So, you know, I don't want to be unfair here. He is in a sad state. You see it from the start of the interview.
Yeah.
But it's only here that I'm seeing the micro expression of sadness come through. And then he goes, I looked down the street and that's where she was. Now here you expect to see sadness. You expect to see someone that's distraught, but instead you see contempt. Mouth flicking up on the one hand side. So then he goes on and he says he's speaking about the fact that he doesn't know whether it was while he was on the phone or when he went to the bathroom. So here we see no extreme emotions showed, which seems compelling. He seems like he's being genuine here, or maybe not genuine, but he's neutral. We're not seeing an extreme show of emotions on any side. And then he says, you know, I've said some nasty things. It's led to this. I understand that I need to own that. Contempt. Okay. And then he says it's not something I'm proud of, which he's in a low energy state there, which could be revealing of sadness. So he could actually be, he's being genuine. I'm not proud of this. And he reveals sadness. And he talks about going back in time. There's sincerity, there's sadness. He would like to go back in time. Now, here was an interesting point, and I'm not sure if anyone else picked this up. he was talking about, if he could go back and he could redo things. And he says, which is what I keep saying to myself when a lot of people pass away like this. I mean, what are your thoughts on that sentence? Does anything prick your ears?
What do you think, so?
On which sentence?
When he says that's what... Just repeat that again.
He says, which is what I keep saying to myself when a lot of people pass away like this.
He feels like he's involved in numerous murders or people passing away.
Yes, I mean, it's a strange wording. And here's the thing. Obviously, he's been around when people pass away. I'm just quite interested. He says when people pass away, because it's his fiance, right?
Yes.
So it's interesting. It's, here's the thing though. He is in an interview. He is in a low energy state. So, it is hard to sometimes convey the correct message, how you're intending it. So obviously we can't be too hard on him. He is still in mourning, okay, and he is still grieving.
Because you know what I picked up, Courtney? I picked up a lot of times you could see him kind of like have flashbacks or try to remember what he wanted to say. It seemed like he had rehearsed this, and most of the times he was always trying to go back to kind of remember what he had rehearsed.
Yes. I kind of felt like whoever his PR agent was or his lawyer was had definitely prepped him really well for this interview. I've done a lot of media training myself. When the interviewer tried to sort of take him off the path, he said, no, hang on, let me finish on this. And then he would go back to, telling about the emotional, the wonderful times that they had together. So he felt very much in control of what was going on. Now, the last, or one of the last comments that really interested me, he was going through this heartfelt thing of, we loved each other, we had good times together, and he says, she was my everything. And he shows disgust very clearly, which is so, and again, we can talk about why he would, but showing disgust when he's saying my favorite person in the world was my everything is really, it's a really strange time to be showing that. And so he says, it's why I'm so heartbroken, why I'm so shattered. If you're thinking about, a loved one passing away, when you're saying that about them, shouldn't there be genuine grief written onto your face?
Instead of disgust.
Yes, or nothing at all. No, just a completely neutral facial expression. It's just interesting. Now, we could talk about maybe he's on meds, maybe he's on anti-anxiety meds. So maybe the emotions that he's showing are all subdued. And then that the medication may affect how you respond. Okay, so, it's definitely possible that he's in a grieving state. He's feeling very subdued. He's feeling very neutral. But if I was looking at this with someone, a normal person in normal state, these would be interesting moments that I would definitely think a little bit more about.
Hi, Courtney. It's Ghost Lady here. I just have a question.
Yes.
Okay, with your experience, how do you judge selective memory loss? Is it genuine or can it be planned? What?
So here's the thing. When we're in high stress situations, when we're in highly emotional situations, our brain has a hormone called cortisol. Now, cortisol is the hormone, we call it the stress hormone. So when we're in high stress moments, cortisol spray paints the brain. And what happens in that moment is it shuts down the brain. It shuts down our thinking capabilities, our language capabilities. And it's the hormone that is often present in those fight, freeze, appease moments. So, for example, when you're walking in the bush, the next thing a snake jumps out at you, your brain has been wired in such a way that it doesn't go, oh, is this a dangerous snake? Should I move out the way? It suddenly pumps you with cortisol that tells you to get out of the way, to freeze or to run away. So when we're in these highly stressed, highly emotional moments, traumatic moments, the brain secretes cortisol, shuts it down, and it's very, very normal and very possible for us to have memory loss in those moments.
All right, Courtney. So, in a nutshell, from what you saw, how would you describe him and his behavior, just in closing?
I think there's a lot of interesting pieces here that could create further discussions on. I suppose was it him who caused it? Was it him who did it? I can't actually say just from watching a small snippet. It would require a lot more, but it's certainly interesting. And moments where I saw certain emotions, they didn't quite fit with what was being said. So definitely interesting and food for thought.
All right, Courtney. Thank you so much once again for your time.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
And I hope you're not going to watch the podcast and try to see our body language.
Nah, we've got nothing to hide. Please do it. We have nothing to hide.
Courtney can tell us on what number lie are we on. Have you finished our 200 lies for the day?
Thank you so much,
Remember,
Courtney.
people lie 200 times a day.
Yeah.
I found something.
Wow. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Courtney.
Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thanks, guys. Keep
Bye.
Awesome. Interesting, man.
Yeah.
So much you can deduce, eh?
I'm glad an expert, said it. There were some parts that sounded like not genuine from the interview, and some were genuine.
What did you think of the interview when you were watching it?
Hey, bro, I think he shouldn't have done the interview. I think it was still a bad move. And there's two things, right?
But last week we said he should do an interview. Remember we said that?
No, weren't we
definitely
saying
not me.
No, weren't we saying he should just stay away? Like he should
Yeah,
just
that's
go
what
into
I
hiding.
said.
Yeah.
No, we said, I remember saying that he should do an interview and tell the truth, come out clean.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's when
you
we
see, that's
debated. Okay. You see?
that's the thing. Come out clean. Did he, though? Because he sort of evaded the drug question and said he's tried drugs. And I remember
that morning.
No. Tembegida Mkhototo did ask to say, okay, so you've tried, but you went on drugs throughout the duration of the relationship. And he said, nope, he was not. So in the relationship, according to him, there was no drug use from his end. Because from Anele's end, remember what he kept on saying? That's another thing. He keeps saying, I'm here to preserve, I'm not going to speak on her behalf because she's not here. And I'm here to preserve her memory.
But what did he do?
But he made sure that he drives home the point that she's tried suicide several times at the Hilton, in the moving car, and the fact that she's threatened or said she would commit suicide few times. To me, that's what I took from the interview. He even revealed the first thing that we never found out, what we didn't know, was the fact that she was in a psychiatric ward. He made sure he reveals that, and the fact that she was on antidepressants medication.
Yeah.
And we've seen videos of them on Insta Live, champagnes, Rolex and champagnes, them drinking. You're not supposed to drink alcohol when you're on antidepressants.
Exactly.
Are you allowed?
No.
So if my girlfriend is 22, I'm 33 or 34, and I'm like, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. Especially not on my watch, not on my time. I'm at work, I'm performing, I'm at a club, and you're consuming alcohol. So I found the interview to be PR. He wanted to come and
Push a narrative.
hammer down certain facts, repeat the fact that it was said more than once. She was in a she got psych help, medical psych attention. She was in a psychiatric facility. He repeated that. He repeated the suicide attempts. Her in a car attempting suicide. So that's what I take from the interview. And also, Moses Tembe did respond in writing. If you watch till the end, they show Moses Tembe's, that's the father of Anele, they show their responses. And he, in the response, said, AKA was offered and given a platform to speak at the memorial, which he did not take. He did not speak. Yet in the interview, he said the plans were he was supposed to speak. Then he opens up the program.
He was not there.
Akaveli. AKA is not showing. You know what I mean? So to me, that's, I don't know who's lying. I don't want to say AKA is lying, because what if it's, sorry, but what if the father is lying? Someone is lying.
But was that even necessary, though, that information?
You see, so the interview, I feel like, drive the narrative of the family. Somewhat it has been excluding me, and possibly they have been the source of the information that has been leaked. The video, okay, the video was not leaked, it's the video screenshots of the door being broken down. Right? The family does not want me to speak. And then he also reiterates that, why was Begele there, and why was he given a platform to speak? And the family did respond. The father did respond. He said the family, ministers appear in a lot of high-profile or highly publicized deaths, right? They appear at funerals.
Of course.
And Begele was there, and the family says he was not. There were no plans. They didn't invite him to come speak. Since he was there, they offered him the courtesy to step up on the podium and speak.
What did you
Not
think
a
was
plot to make him look
Heavily,
guilty.
that is just one-sided. At the end of the day, she's gone. She can't speak for herself. So we only have one person's side.
Sadly.
That's the thing.
Sadly.
So that's what, was it necessary? Definitely not. It's because it's just one-sided.
Yeah, I think it was a missed opportunity, man. The guy could have been clean and tell the truth. And like I said, because it seems to me like
So you
he
feel
just
like
wanted.
he was lying?
I think he wasn't. It wasn't a tell-all, bro.
It was a
I
tell
remember-
some.
yeah.
It was a tell some. It was an AKA tell some.
Tell some part of mine. Tell some part.
Yes.
Yes.
You know?
It was a tell some.
Yeah, bro.
Or tell little even.
Because he's trying to get the public sympathy. I think he's gearing for war, and what he has at his disposal is the public. Because
Yeah.
he's a celebrity, one of the biggest stars in Africa, and right now he's just trying to get public sympathy. And I think he went about it the wrong way. And I left wondering. I had more questions than answers from watching the thing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, dude, if this is the love of your life, someone you love, you adore, right? And you see them, they just jumped on the floor. And the first thing you think to do is to go to the next room.
Next door, bruh.
Next door?
Next door to your friend.
To your friend.
Hell no, bro.
Dog, I don't care what the fuck I'm doing at that time.
Yo.
I don't care what we're fighting about. I am running.
Yo.
I'm running down, dog. I'm going down those stairs. I'm fucked, dude.
Yo.
I'm going to
Screaming, shouting for help.
You know what I mean?
Help.
And the
help.
crazy thing is,
Somebody call an
apparently
ambulance.
she was alive for about an hour, and the hospital was 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay, but with the hospital thing, right? Maybe this is not what went through his head, but if you think about it, someone drops from the 10th floor, bones are broken. You don't know how to handle a body as a layman into a car. You could possibly do more injury. What if
Fair enough.
some ribs are broken, and if you move a certain way,
Yeah.
a rib pierces through the heart, a broken rib pierces through the heart, or any vital organ?
That's
So-
besides the point, bro. I'm going down. I don't care. I don't care
true,
what
you're not
state.
rational,
Yeah.
you're
No.
not rationally
Yeah.
thinking,
No,
right?
no.
You just put it in the car. 'cause
Imagine
you're
it
trying
was
to
your
help.
daughter, bro.
Oh.
Imagine it was your daughter.
Yo.
Hey? Are you not running down, dog?
I found that strange because, okay, so he went next door, friend or manager went down, came back, she's still alive. Hell no, bro. This is the love of my life, and maybe me being by her side will give her strength to fight.
Yo.
will give us strength to fight. Baby, please, don't close your eyes. Baby, stay awake. Be with me. Baby, I'm here. I'm with you. Baby, I'm here. Let's forget about all the nonsense, all the arguing. I love you, the love of my life. Please, I can't afford to lose you. Baby, I'm here. Meanwhile, the poor kid was there alone with strangers around her.
Not like that.
There's
Not
so many
like
holes
that.
to the story, man.
Dude.
So many holes.
So many holes, man.
It's just one-sided.
And he evaded the drug question, you know? Because I thought this was the point, the turning point where he would say, yes, I do have a substance problem, or I've used substances for prolonged periods. These are my thoughts. I thought, right? Therefore, I'll be away from the game. I'm seeking help to better myself and to do X and Y and Z, which was what Anele Tembe's father said, right? Find God. Now I'm paraphrasing. Stop this whole fast lane, drugs life or whatever. So I found it strange that he said, drugs he tried, but throughout the relationship, there were no drugs.
And
nothing.
what did he admit to? You know, every time, whenever there's a situation like between couples, at least what are you admitting to? Where are you saying I was wrong in? Where are you declaring yourself and saying this is what I did wrong? Nothing.
Well, the only thing he said, they were passionate. That's what the word passionate was used. Hey, the word passionate is like,
they should have.
It was the scapegoat. Hey, it's like passionate. And when Tembegile was like, okay, you mean was it toxic to that point? Nah, it was passionate.
It was passionate.
Passionate can be toxic. Then I mean, there's crimes of passion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
If I was doing that interview, I would have had a line of coke, and then every time he answers the truth, he can have a line.
Chief, you're out of line.
You're out of line. Yes.
You're out of lines, in fact. What is this?
What is this?
That's the only way he's going to tell the truth, dog. But it's crazy because, like, with drugs, so I've heard, I've never taken drugs, but I've heard that, you know, like, when you're sad, you are really, really, really sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you're happy, like, you are really, really, really happy. It heightens whatever emotion you're going through.
Yeah.
So I can't believe that the relationship was toxic.
Okay.
Especially if it is alleged that, you know, they were doing drugs.
Yeah. And the passion. They will use the use of passion. So they can imagine how passionate that would become, whatever the issues were. You know?
I don't know though, man. I mean, something sounds strange, especially when he said what happened that night. The fact that he was in the loo. I mean, here is someone who was once on the ledge at the Hilton, on the ledge, ready to jump. So it seems from the video, right? That's suicide that we know of, attempt that we know of, tried suicide in the car, has threatened to commit suicide so many times. And this one time, you're going to leave them alone? You're going to detach yourself? You're going to remove? That's what he said, right? He wanted to remove himself. When a person has shown signs of, they're on antidepressants, plus they're mixing it with alcohol.
How convenient.
And then you're going to remove yourself when they are by the balcony or in a room with an open balcony? That's strange, man. Like, why would you remove yourself at that particular moment? You didn't remove yourself when she locked herself in the room. You included yourself by breaking into the door and breaking into the room, breaking through the door into the room.
Jeez,
Why does he choose to remove himself now?
I wonder who's advising him, eh? They're doing a terrible job. Whoever his PR
But maybe they're advising him properly. Maybe they're scared of him. Then maybe he's got yes men around him. Like what I said before, I'm pretty sure AK's got some smart people around him who helped him craft all his deals and how he moves. Because AKA, he's been in the game consistently for over 10 years and somewhere there.
Are you guys not getting Oscar Pistorius vibes? Like O.J. Simpson vibes?
Hey.
Yeah, well.
Even if I said I was, but here's the thing, né? I believe that this is my belief, my opinion, he didn't push her, right? But he was culpable to a certain degree of her jumping. You know? He was responsible to a certain degree because they were arguing. She was on antidepressants, and she had drank alcohol. He knows she's on medication, yet she is drinking alcohol. Yes, at the same time, guys, Anele was an adult. You know, AK cannot come and snatch the bottle away from her and whatnot. But I feel like to a certain degree, hey man, if I'm dealing with someone who's like that, I'm not trying to argue with them. I'm not trying, you know, and I'm not trying to book a hotel floor, a room on the 10th floor. I'm doing everything possible to make sure she's. In fact, I'm not even taking her to. I'm not even taking her to Cape Town.
Yeah.
I'm not even taking her to Cape Town. Truth be told, if I'm dealing if she jumped on her own accord, sure, but something fueled it, and in that something, I believe he was then there involved in that argument and whatever. He says it was in the loo. Oh, I found it hard to believe, man.
Yeah.
That it was in the loo. I mean, because he said he packed his things, he was ready to book into another room. And also he said he called security, but they never showed up. I found that strange as well.
He's an A-list celebrity.
He's an A-list celebrity.
Yo.
When you book into 11:13 in a hotel room, trust me, half the staff knows.
The hotel reception will
Half the
know.
staff knows.
If this number rings, we pick up, we do whatever for what they need.
Exactly.
You know? So
Another thing. And
yeah.
also, why don't you go down, bro? I don't care for my celebrity status. The love of my life,
yo.
who I just paid 300K for Lobola, is downstairs. She jumped. She's in pain, excruciating pain. I'm going down.
Yeah, by the way, we want to extend an invitation to AK if he's watching this or his team. Like, he's more than welcome to come through, man.
Yeah.
AK has got a right of reply. If
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about him on the platform, and our door's always been
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Before the death, we've invited
Before,
AKA for
yeah.
an interview. We tried getting him for an interview, but
And he once
he
said he would love to
passionately
come.
refused.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
know what breaks my heart in all of this?
Yeah.
Someone died, guys.
Exactly.
Someone died, guys. That's what breaks my heart,
Yeah.
man. I see like it's a circus right now. Every
Was the
single day
interview
something is
even
coming
like
out.
necessary even?
Nah, it wasn't, bro.
Wasn't.
It did more
So is
harm
it
than
even
good.
fair
Look, I
to
think
give
he
him a
only-
platform again?
Come again?
Is it fair to even give him a platform again if his right of reply?
No. This is a right of reply. So to reply to what we say.
What we're saying, okay.
And all the allegations. We're not giving him a fresh platform to come and, you know what I mean? But if you want to talk about someone, allow them to rebuttal your argument or the conversation on the very same platform. It's like on
Yeah.
newspapers when they print something.
True.
They need to give you a right of reply if it's about you, right? So we're not giving, like, let's say AKA maybe last week was going around calling people for an interview to defend himself. You know, he's not doing that. It's just to say, I heard you guys say this. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I
Anyway.
found it, look, it's not a here nor there, but in one of the responses that they printed at the end of that interview by Moses Dembe, they say that the family is a very private family, would
Yeah.
never speak about a lot of things, including how much Lobola was paid. And it's in the papers that it was 300K, and apparently that's a lie.
That's
Is
a
it?
lie.
They said it's a lie.
How much was it?
Well, they said we're a family that is very secretive, would never even talk about Lobola, and even go to the extent of lying about it. We find that, I'm paraphrasing, disgusting or whatever. Yeah, so it was not 300K.
How much did he pay?
I heard 65, 64K.
65.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's
Somewhere.
an average.
I heard a lot of things. It's just that there's no proof of these things. And even the argument about the door, when he smashed the door, apparently that was like he was cooking. There was cooking fish, and he had wiped his shirt, and Anele had said, "You're dirty. It's dirty what you're doing," and then it became a whole thing. Apparently, there's a long voice note that Anele had been recording that night. I don't want to go into the details. Actually, I've heard the voice note. Let me not lie. But I can't go into the details because we don't have that. You know what I mean? I can't say.
Yeah, now it's so said.
I can't say Scoop said it. It's no. You know what I mean? So
Blame Scoop enough.
yeah. So things will come out. But,
Yeah.
But from that very same source that said apparently it's 65, 64K. It wasn't 300K, and the family hasn't spoken to anyone about the Lobola. It had nothing to do with what happened that night.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's gonna be a very tricky few weeks coming up.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a very, very tricky few weeks.
But anyway, what else is there to talk about? Because I know everybody wants to talk about AK, but You know, the show must go on.
Yeah, we can't talk about AK the
Oh,
whole
no,
time.
no.
Hey, the show must go on.
Yeah. Ghost Lady, what's been happening?
Life in general.
Yeah?
Did
What
you
do you wanna
guys hear
talk
about Bishop Utlamfangwanak?
Oh, my God.
Which one is that one?
Makamu.
Which one?
Makamu. Makamu.
And he's lost, because he was like the Bishop of Mojalav.
Yes.
Moja
He
Love
had a
TV.
Moja Love gig.
Yeah, a lot.
Who are you guys talking about?
Bishop.
Bishop
don't you know?
Makamu. There's a bishop.
I think
Bishop
it all
Makamu.
stems from, like, people.
That's the guy, man, with the earpods. A bishop with a mohawk and earpods.
Yeah.
Bishop
Israel Makamu. Google.
Makamu. Bishop.
Oh, no wonder. That's Jewish. His name is Israel.
Oh, I see him.
No wonder he's looking
Yes.
dapper.
He's a rock star.
He's a rock star, that one. Yo,
Press that shit of yours. Just press it.
just press her.
Israel turned to Jewish. Press that shit of
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
Like, so asking things for himself. Will you ask for your buttons?
yours. No, hey.
So what happened?
You must have your own buttons. So.
Yeah, hey.
So listen, okay, basically various reports confirm that a 21-year-old woman has opened a case against Bishop Makamu for allegedly sexually assaulting her in the past. After keeping mum about the whole incident, the woman who was 17 years old at the time has turned to law, hoping that it will come to her favor. After informing her parents, her father confronted the bishop. At first, he denied everything and accused her for faking the recording. Then, as time went, Makamu apparently started being arrogant by pulling "Do you know who I am" phrase. 1 million rand hush money was not enough for the family,
Yo.
as they demanded an apology, which he apparently failed to give. So they have made their way to Midrand police station.
Dude, this sounds like you're talking about a rapper, bro.
Oh no, it's a
Yeah, he
bishop.
threw $1 million at
And
the
in that
case.
voice note, she's there like, "No, daddy, our daddy, no, daddy."
Hello, Teddy.
Nna ke a utlwa ngwanaka ke re ke qeta o dropa Seabonga mo
Hey.
o ko kae ko bona
How's the status up in there?
hayi a ke tse mo nna tsoke ka tla mo bata ya kena ona batho ba mpone o i one mo
Hey.
okay o tlo mfakere
I can't, Teddy.
anya ngwana ka kopo
Ah.
ba wa nxomela o tla mfakere
Ah.
ka kopa ke
I did.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's asking for,
Yeah, he
coach
said Ngwanaka Utlamfa.
Utlamfa.
How do you
Utlamfa
call someone
Ngwanaka.
Wanaka and
You
ask
know? And she's there like, hey,
for something?
people should stop calling their pastors Papa and
Daddy, go
Daddy.
deeper.
Yeah, just nasty-ish. A pastor is a pastor, and these men of God, they are dangerous.
Very.
Yeah.
Hey, ke la ka shapa ka stina ka pasta. A shapa stina boy live. For real, yeah, dog.
Oh yeah, he did. I think you said that.
Yeah. They're dangerous, chief.
And apparently he said he was asking for keys.
Aye,
But there's an article. No, there's an article where it says he says no. I was asking for keys when he says Utlamfa. He was asking for keys.
I did.
Oh, dude, nah.
But here's my question:
Lies.
why are bishops and all these church people seen at a higher standard? Because he's still a guy at the end of the day.
Because they are apparent, like
They
it's
prey on
believed-
people's desperation and that just need for blessings and hope and like just build my faith and make me feel hopeful. Let me see something that I can be given. And obviously these pastors prey on
No,
that.
but I'm
And
saying
people-
what's
and
the
people's
difference?
poverty
I'm
as
saying
well.
people, they believe they are anointed and chosen by God
By
to
God.
carry out a
Yes.
purpose of guiding us spiritually here on earth. So we're all humans, but few have been chosen and gifted to guide us and be our spiritual guidance and guiders here on earth. That's why people are willing to trust these guys. One will say, hey, you've got a demon. Yo, I'm feeling the demon from the cuckoo. Let me put my hand and extract the demon. And they trust
Well,
these
I
people.
feel.
Because as much as this sounds ridiculous, but he is the one chosen by God, is he not? That's why they trust these people.
And how do they get chosen? They
I
choose
don't know, it's a
themselves.
gift. How do sangomas get chosen?
Yeah.
How do, you know what I mean, prophets get chosen? Right? It's a gift. It's supposed to be a gift.
Come here, ghost lady. I feel a demon on my left. Let me rip it out.
That's how it starts, you know?
For real. That's why people are willing to, bare it all naked, to these guys because they are entrusted. And
Jeez, that's a lot of power, bro.
That's a lot of, and it's literally abuse of power.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
The bishop. Makamu.
Yo, bamaka.
More.
Have you ever been hit on by a bishop?
Makamu.
Nah, never. I never. I don't have time. I
Hey, Mnaga, what do you say, Mnaga?
Bishop. Oh, you meant to go sit at the church. He says he loves a bishop. He was Cupid.
Oh,
Not
shit.
this bishop, but Makamu.
Yeah. Oh, I heard Brenda Fassie might have a reality show
Makamu.
coming.
Oh.
Brenda Fassie.
Yeah.
I mean, Bongani
Brenda
Fassie.
Bongani Fassie.
Hey, I'm thinking, which one? This one? Hologram. Ghost lady.
It's going to be called Finding Bongani Fassie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Finding Bongani Fassie.
Good luck with that, because we've been trying to find him for like 2 years now.
Hey, we've been trying, bro. Hey.
Also, they found him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found
Are you going to watch that?
I would. I would.
We tried for
How is he
fun,
doing?
Bongani. We are
I
fast.
wonder. Like, how
Yeah,
is
we'll
he
find
doing?
out in the episode, man.
Yeah, we'll
Also,
find
shout out to Thuso Mbedu.
Oh.
Hey. Yo, I
you
watched that
watch?
series. Ish, I hate those kind of series, man.
I hate them too.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
seen it.
hate
I haven't
them.
seen it.
I'm
I
not a
haven't seen it.
fan, but I applauded her. Like, well done.
I
to
watched
the
it for
girl.
about 10 minutes. All I can say is, like, I don't like watching those kind of series because it makes me...
Slavery.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
me want to hate white people more.
all over
and
again. Yeah.
More. You hate them already.
So much for talking to Courtney. You see, Courtney did say you people lie. When you're on line 257. What time is it? And it's 12:23.
that was his line number one.
But yeah, fuck, she was amazing.
She's
Oh
a
my
Cora.
goodness. She
Oh.
did an interview with Oprah. She's going to win an Oscar or whatever,
Or
an Emmy.
something, yeah.
She's winning that.
Deserves
she
Emmy,
deserves
deserves
it.
Oscar, mfana.
Did you hear the accent?
Yo, the accent,
Hey,
the acting. It's like you literally get like, you watch her and you just like, wow, girl, you're doing it.
Yeah.
So's gone.
I
Do you
love
think
her.
I was standing in the Big Brother Mzansi auditions queue with her?
You know.
it?
You know that? She was Mbedu audition for the Big Brother thingy that in fact, the one that I made it into. She was there. She
It's a good thing
auditioned.
she
Are
didn't.
you serious?
She didn't make it. No.
I mean, look at you and look at her now.
Yeah, I'm fine. The judges should have failed me. They should have said, "Fail. You don't qualify."
Yeah. Why would you want to be on Big Brother? That's very weird.
Yeah, that's so
She was
weird.
dude, come on. You are thinking to somebody famous Hollywood
Yeah.
applying for Big Brother.
Yeah.
She was just a nice dark chick from some Kasi somewhere within. No,
Oh, she's from Pietermaritzburg. She's from my hometown.
Yeah. And she was
You
with a guy, what's this guy's name? I forgot him. And I know the guy, and hey, what's up? And only him, he inboxed me on Facebook. Like, dude, remember that girl I introduced you, the dark, beautiful? I'm like, yeah, sort of. That's Thuso Mbedu. I'm like, oh, for real? Wow, she's made it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the Big Brother. You know who else auditioned for Big Brother?
Who?
Moonchild.
Oh,
Sanele.
Muchas
Yes.
That would've been
She still had
dope.
the same hair.
Yeah.
No, but then she came a bit like shy, quiet in her corner, very weird girl. I was like, very weird girl. Yeah, bro.
Ah, they should've
I
put her
auditioned like
on,
fucking
man.
4
Yeah,
times.
should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like Big Brother Africa. She auditioned too. So Thuso Mbedu auditioned for Big Brother Africa.
How many times did you audition?
Auditioned at the Wanderers Stadium.
Yeah.
Auditioned at Newtown.
So what happens when you go there?
At the base, I auditioned at
So, like, when you audition, do you act as yourself? What do you do?
3 times.
You go into the shower room to see. You got to see what they're working with.
No, man, you just stand and then you go to the panel of judges and they will ask you a few questions. Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to do X? What aren't you willing to do in the house? And then they give you a scene. So I remember the one interview, it was Big Brother Africa. We dug into a box with our hands and then you pull out something and you need to come up with an entertainment piece on that. Decide whether you're gonna act, report on it, make up a story, something, just to see your creativity. That's it. Yeah, but generally they just ask you questions.
They ask you if you're gonna cloth.
Yeah, they ask you, are you willing to talk?
Is it?
Yeah.
What were you not willing to do? What did you say? Like,
Nah,
I'm
I
not
said,
willing to.
I'm good. I'm good with everything.
Oh,
I
is
can
it?
do everything and anything.
No, my in.
No, my anybody. No, my in. What's up? No, my Nah, man, I said I was cool with anything and everything, which I am.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Thuso, if you're watching this episode, don't tweet. Whatever you do,
Don't.
send me a WhatsApp, brother.
Oh, what, you know, those who think they've got power to cancel people.
Yeah,
Cancel people for shit they've
it's
worked
okay.
hard for.
Fuck, man. Speaking
Just
about
wink.
slavery, do you have your phone?
I do have my
You got your phone, ne?
Yeah, I got my
I
phone.
want you to Google Indian albinos and tell me what you think they look like.
Oh, shit. Indian albinos.
Right now. Indian albinos.
Indian albinos. Indian albinitis. Indian.
Is there no?
Indian albinos.
Network is a bit bad.
How network is a.
That time I must give us a Wi-Fi password.
Here they are. Okay, I'll show you the picture. Here they are.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Hey.
there we go. Ghost lady.
No, I
Oh,
think
you got a
yeah,
picture.
they
Got a
popped up
picture.
eventually.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
What does that look like?
Come on.
Which one is this one?
Wow.
Can you see Ed Sheeran there?
Yeah, they look like yeah, the ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like white people, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Doesn't that look like Van Tonder?
It makes sense
How?
though.
Van Veek?
Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah,
very.
because
but
already
it-
Indian
it-
people have got the the straight hair.
Thank you. Yes.
So no
it's like
wonder.
because black people,
I can
black
understand.
albinos.
So
Obviously,
white people are Indian albinos? Alleged.
So they are black. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I'm afraid to. This looks like
It's a whole family.
Yeah,
see a whole family.
it's white people.
It's white
It's
people,
just
bro.
white gingers.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're right. Because black albinos, it's just black people with no melanin, so they are
Yes,
white, but they've
yes.
got black hair,
Yeah, you
but
can
it's
tell the
blonde.
texture,
But
yeah.
now with Indians, they've got
Yeah.
white hair, which is black, it's blonde, and they like melanin, which white people don't have melanin. It's a fact. It's not alleged. They do.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Dude, these are white people.
It's a whole white family.
Hey, bro, can you please show them here, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show them here.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
No, bro, you have a point, though.
No point.
You have a serious point. These are white people, bro. Like I'm gonna say, hey, boy, who can it? Waar is your bar?
So why did you say when you
Ek
started
is your
this,
boss.
you said it's talking about slavery? Guys,
No, I get on
Google.
top like black and white.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
This is just a white guy.
Yeah.
Like, literally, these are white.
There's
No,
that shit in-
literally, they are white people. Bro, show them, please.
Yeah.
They are literally white people.
No, he'll put it up in post
They
production.
put like 4, 5, 6 of them. Like, literally white people. Wow, man.
Oh, what else is
Wow.
happening, man? Oh, what did you think about Simphiwe Manzini?
Simphiwe Manzini, that chick who faked her own
Yo.
kidnapping.
For clout.
Yo, for clout. That was so ridiculous, so disgusting.
Dude.
Hectic.
I mean, how do you do that? You know what, right? I saw this thing. It's trending. And then, now she is apparently in the boot of her car. And she's still sending out posts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why don't
Wait,
why
why
don't you
did
send
you
the live
call?
location to one of your friends?
Exactly.
I'm like, get on WhatsApp, send the live location, like 10 people, tell them you're kidnapped. She didn't do
For the
that.
fact that you're tweeting, like it means you've got data in that boot. So
Yes.
it means like you have proper connection. You can send a please call or something.
Biggest red flag was when she then posted on Facebook to say, the car has stopped. I'm now hearing these guys argue about who's going to have sex with me. I'm like, it's not sex, it's rape. Right? It's not sex. And also, why would they argue? I don't know, man. I've never been in a rapey situation with a gang rape kind of vibes, but I'm pretty I don't think they're going to argue. You know what I mean? That's when I knew, something is fishy here.
But knowing that, and when the story broke, right?
Yeah.
Had you tweeted that this girl is lying,
I wanted to. Mfana.
Oh, you couldn't.
Hey,
you
you were
No,
dead.
because remember, we
I
believe
wanted
the
to.
victim. Remember, there's that. We believe the victim. Whoever is a victim, we believe the victim.
Yes.
And look
And
now
I was
it
like,
led us
oof.
to.
No, I was like, yeah, let me go sleep. I didn't even lose sleep over it. I didn't retweet. I didn't do anything. I just saw it. I'm like, nah.
That's why Twitter court is dangerous.
It sounds like bullshit to me.
Dangerous.
And
Yeah.
now what happened now? She's now
It was all just to get her boyfriend's attention.
If you fucking kidding me.
our boyfriend's
Attention. Just to make it, so that the boyfriend can be jealous.
You're
I
a
don't know
mother.
what.
What do you care of a boyfriend? And
Guys.
now what? Now she's getting there's charges now, right? Of defeating the ends
Oh,
of
of course.
justice.
Yes.
What did
Perjury.
Tiki Mazwai say about this?
Why
What
does
did
her
she say?
opinion
What did she
matter?
say?
No, I get it. She's a feminist.
Oh,
They're all feminists on Twitter. There,
Yeah.
It's just
She didn't
all
say anything.
feminists.
I didn't hear anything.
I
from
don't know what
Tiki.
she said.
No.
Yeah, but now the girl they refer to her just as Manzini because she's in hot water.
Yeah.
As she sighed.
Yeah, no, there's like a charge of perjury, defeating the ends of justice, and I forgot there's another charge, but she's being charged.
Oh, so it wasn't for clout. It was for boyfriend's attention.
Yeah, for boyfriend's
No,
attention.
for clout.
Yeah,
why
for clout,
is she
also,
bringing it on
obviously.
Facebook?
Yes.
She should have just told the boyfriend, "Hey, I'm kidnapped. I'm in the boot of my own car," on WhatsApp. But not for clout, because
Yeah.
she did it publicly. She trended on Twitter, trended on Facebook. She knew it would get there.
Yeah.
And a cousin clearly was playing along because a cousin was like, "This is my cousin," blah, yada, 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 yada. And then she dropped a video to say she's safe, she's fine. Even that video, I was like, something is offish.
Something is weird.
It's like, guys, I'm okay. Just a few scratches here and there. I was like, bah, there we go.
Hey, did
bullshit.
you hear about the hijacking scheme happening in Pretoria?
What?
Hey, it's bad, bro.
How's the scheme? What happened?
Apparently,
Some
what they
driving?
do is at night, they put spikes, right?
Okay.
And then when you go over the spikes, obviously the car
I've been hearing that on the N4. Like it's been happening on the N4, like by Pretoria.
by
Yes,
Pretoria,
yes,
they put
yes.
spikes, and then if you stop, they come take your car.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
the old. Yeah, but they did say N4 or something, right? I've heard about, but it happens. It's been happening, dog.
Yeah, but this is the spike one, because before they used to follow you.
But the spikes have been used, bro, to catch cash and transit vehicles. What's the guy? There's a very famous guy when we were growing up, something Chauke. That was very famous, like with that's his modus operandi. He'd roll up the spikes across the road, and when the car drives through, obviously punctures, and he pounces. So it's an old trick.
Shit, dog.
It's an
Yeah.
old trick, but it's prevalent now
Yeah.
on the N4. I've been hearing about
Yeah,
that.
because I heard it like it started like brewing. I think about 2 months ago.
Is
And there
it?
was a time we had a trip to go that side to Mpumalanga, and we literally like took the Joburg route, so via Port Davidson instead of via what is it, Bronkhorstspruit. Because of that, it was just like, hey, people were warning us like, do not use that route. Apparently,
Hey,
it's
be careful
crazy.
out there, guys.
Yeah,
Yo,
guys.
be careful, man.
Yeah, but it's an
Yeah.
old trick, like to obstruct the road. So some people would put oil and then it will create a car crash. I remember with me, something similar happened. So I was coming from, I was still at 5 FM in the morning doing the breakfast show. And
You
I
just
was-
had to mention that.
Eh?
You just had to mention that.
No, I'm trying to, look, I'm describing, I'm giving the background.
Yeah.
Come on now, like Courtney gave the background
Yeah.
of what she does.
But he
from
could have
where-
said I was at work.
Oh yeah, okay. Put mesh. Remove that one. So here we go. I
Did
was
you
at-
hear even about the hijacking of Gigi Lemaine?
Gigi.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Gigi
Yeah,
LeMay.
talk
On
about
that same
hijacks.
road, Pretoria, N4.
No.
I don't know
We don't
now.
know if it's the same road. But Gigi and them were hijacked.
Shame, man.
It looked like it was their work bus. Like tour bus or
Tour
work
bus.
bus. And H1 looking kind of
Oh,
vehicle.
yeah, I did see a tweet, and she was like, I never thought I'd be a...
This shit would happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Like,
of
who
vibe.
must it happen
like
to?
I'd be a
Yo.
statistic. You know? Yeah, it happened, dog.
Hey, like, so when you walk in, yeah, you look like you should be hijacked.
Yeah.
You're hijack material.
I'm hijack material. Yeah. Hey, it happens to anyone and everyone, man. But they were fine. They found the car. Oh, she was thanking her ancestors a lot. I'm like, why me? It's shooting a video. They found the car. The guys, no one got hurt.
So you're going to your work. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
yeah, so I'm
morning.
going to my work in the morning. So from Vosloo, there's 2 routes to go into Joburg, right? You can take the N3, M2, M1, then go wherever you're going. Or you take the N12 off ramp, which is a toll route. I took the toll route, which I never do. I was late, I think. And immediately at the Wemmerpan off-ramp, there's a tree across the road. Right? They've cut down trees. There's a couple of logs and branches and bricks. Right? I'm driving. Soon as I saw that, I knew shit is going down. Right? The shit is going down. Don't stop. I try to drive over these things. I did drive over. Now I'm at the robots because it's an off ramp. Ne? Drove, car died. No, car didn't die. I'm trying to accelerate. No power. Car stopped. Car's dead. I'm stopped. Fuck. I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling 10-111. My first time ever calling 10-111. Answer. Yeah. I'm like, hey, guys, my car, this was just happened. I tried driving over these bricks and this tree. They've placed it across the road. Now my car is dead. Response. Why did you drive over? Now you killed the car. The car now is dead. Now you fucked. The car is... Literally, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Why Moshimoto?
Hey.
I'm like, hold on, guys. This is... I'm pretty sure someone's going to show up anytime now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now my lights are still on. The car looks fine from an onlooker outside. So these guys probably saw that, why is he stopping? You know what I mean? It's dangerous. Does he have a car? Does he have a gun? What's going on? But now the cops are telling me stories. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, we'll send someone at the closest police station. We'll send a vehicle to come and check on you. Closest vehicle did come. Now it's dark. Closest vehicle came. The sun was out, right, at about like 6:30. And
When did the incident happen?
The show was beginning at 5, so this must have been 4:45. 4:45, because I was like 10 minutes away. I'm lying. No, 4:30 actually, right? And guys came. Now my door is locked, right? Guys come.
They came.
They came. They're not gonna drag trees and put them across the road for nothing, bro. Right? And I think maybe they see the car that I was driving. I think, this one has got mine. Little do they know. And the guys came, locked, you know? Now I'm like, Fatak. I'm shitting my pants.
Do you know who I am?
You didn't try that bishop stand.
No, I didn't try that. Wrote that note in Utlamfa. But yeah, I will give you a gun. Nah, they just broke through the window. They threw a brick. Half a brick. I remember it was a face brick. Threw half of it. Through the window. From there on, I just, like they came through and they didn't want the car. They just wanted shit in the car. Phones, everything. I had DJing equipment in the boot. They just took shit and they ran. Now, those things I drove over are still there. And I'm chilling now. I'm like, fuck. And the shit was going south in my life then, right? I'm like, fuck, this is the worst. And there's a girl or a car that drives and braked, saw these trees and these bricks, drove around. But the guys are gone by then, right? With my things. Drove around. So 20 minutes later, a white guy comes with a gun. Like private security.
An Indian albino.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I'm sorry. Indian albino guy comes, right? And they're like, hey, my daughter called. That's got carried away to come now, and, So he comes like, yo, my daughter just called. She was panicking. She was in a panic. She was freaking out. What the fuck was happening here? Then I was like, does your daughter drive an Etios or something like that? No, Hyundai. I was like, yeah, she does. I'm like, I saw your daughter, actually. She drove around, fortunately, and left. So, yeah, my daughter was pissed. She was freaking out. She called me. And then the guy just ran and tried. I'm like, nah, the guys are long gone. Don't worry about it. And yeah, man. So those things happen. But back then, they would just obstruct the road. So...
Did they have a gun?
They did. They had a gun. No, they had a gun. They had a gun. But I cooperated. Once they broke through the window, I was like, okay,
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I was like, hey, take whatever you gotta take, man. Please, leave me. I'm cool. So what had happened to my car was when I drove, the car was apparently fine. When I drove over, I fucked up the petrol tank, and then my whole petrol spilled out. Then I was out of petrol. Literally, I was just out of petrol. Hence, the car was on, the lights were on, the car was cool. I was out of petrol.
Why don't you pick it up, dog? You're big. Pick it up to SABC.
You know you could have
Maybe I
done
should
that.
have done that, right?
Shit, that must have been scary,
man.
dog.
That was scary, dog. Fucking scary. I'll send you pics. I still have pics. I might actually, they might put them. Mash, put the pics here. I'll look for the pics.
Yeah.
You'll see the pics with the car with a smashed window.
Yeah. Anyway,
man.
is the third wave coming? Is it a real thing? Third wave? Are we getting a third
Apparently, it's
wave?
a real thing. There's strains and strains upon strains now.
Are the numbers going up?
Yeah.
The numbers are going up.
Yeah.
But third wave can come. My belief is we're never going down back to level 5, bro. That shit hurt everybody in the pocket. It hurt everyone.
So you don't think we're gonna get another lockdown?
Nope.
Alcohol?
I don't trust anything. I'm like very like skeptical.
Alcohol, now we're good. I don't
I've
think
learned,
they'll
hey?
close down.
Who
If they do-
expected us to go to level 5? You know, we all didn't expect it, but it
But
happened.
the government didn't know what level 5 would be like to roll out and the effects of level 5. Now they do.
Now
so
they
they
do.
can't implement level 5 because it hurts them as much as it hurts us. It hurts the economy as much as it hurts. Hence the economy because it hurts the little guy. Like
It
you and
only
I.
hurt them because they stole the man. That's it.
Are we gonna get vaccinated, guys? I think I'm gonna start with Blackie. He's our guinea pig.
Blackie. And by the way, guys, this is not the Black you just dropped an album. People have
Yeah.
been thinking that the Black you always refer
You
to
lie!
is the Guys, this is not the Blackie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
This is
does
our
look-
Blackie.
This
Yeah.
Blackie, yeah, it does look like Lithuanian, but he's not the Blackie. Not the He's just the Blackie. This one.
Yeah.
Blackie, you good, bro? Nah, yeah, guys, it's not the Black who dropped music.
So he's
Yeah.
gonna check the vaccine for us.
Eh?
yes.
He's gonna test the
Yeah, he's
vaccine.
gonna
Blackie,
test.
we need
Okay.
to get you vaccinated, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start with you, Chief.
We'll start
with
with you,
you.
then we'll wait 2 weeks. You come to work, we see your performance, how you're doing.
How you
We check your
doing?
skin pigment. Are you not becoming an albino Indian? Are you okay? Are you fine? Anne?
Yeah, we'll
You don't
test.
become whitey or snowy. All of- Hey, Blackie. Please, Chief.
Alright, cool, man. We out here, man. Podcast and chill. By the way, make sure you become a Patreon. Do support the channel. If you want to see us growing, we got our new studios now. We got to pay electricity now.
You
Now
buy
the
that
bills-
in the studio.
Now we've got bills, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was might do a show without lighting, eh? That'd be a real podcast, actually.
Huh?
If when it's dark, it'll be a real podcast because you can't see what's happening.
No, exactly.
Yeah, you can just hear.
Oh, let's tell Blackie to go away. There'll be lights. He's too close if it's too dark.
And then, are you guys excited for Social Nguve this Sunday? We are at
are
Social
at
Nguve.
Social
gonna Social.
Nguve.
Yeah, something social.
Oh, guys.
Yes.
And
Are
the
you guys
tickets
excited?
are free.
Huh?
You know, tickets are free.
Yeah, but they sold out now. We only had 250 seats. Tickets, yeah. Yeah, they're
Free,
out.
obviously. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Oh,
Gone.
of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold out, man. We'll be there. Grandio will be there selling. The
Got a
merch
special
will be there.
guest.
There's a special.
And no, it's not Nota.
Oh,
Are you doing a live recording?
Yeah, live recording.
nice.
Yeah.
oh, nice.
Yes. So next week Sunday, this time we'll be out in something social.
Something
Something
social.
social.
Yeah.
Nah, let's do it, man.
And then
Come
we're
on.
still trying to get Grandio onto Tops. Did you go to your nearest Tops?
My nearest Tops. Actually, I must go to talk to Brad James. It's Brad James, man, who's the manager. I'll talk
Line
to Brad
number
James.
260. He's lying.
Yeah, you.
No,
you-
no. There's a Tops on Hillbrow right opposite.
But you said you were going to go.
But
Did
you
you
said
go?
you're gonna go.
You didn't remind me.
That's
Like I said, I know the manager there, James.
Yeah?
Brad James.
Yeah?
Yeah, no.
Did you go, Ghostly?
I did.
Ah, she's lying.
Who's the manager's name? Who's the manager?
He didn't tell me his name. He's like, how do I write this gin? Like I'm like G-R-A as I watch in the background.
So make sure you head out to your nearest Tops and ask them to stock Grandeur Gin.
And the chillers who actually went out there and went
Yes.
to their Tops and asked, like,
Yes,
well
yes,
done.
yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
appreciate it, man.
Continue.
Anything I'm leaving out?
Nah, nothing. All
Yeah.
the summers, are they relevant?
Ah, who cares, man?
Nah,
Who cares?
about the
Who
summers?
cares?
Even though some of the songs I've even forgotten about them, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, by the way, we did an awesome interview with Rismadlis and Zuma.
Oh, Risma,
Hey, that was dope, man.
That's dope. I
Smart
enjoyed
kids, hey?
I
Is
enjoyed
it?
Hey, this generation is fucking shit up.
Dude,
man.
that's smart. Hey, they've got officers handling their own publishing that go to Sambro to do their things. And I'm like, what? When I was 22, we just wanted to hear our songs on radio.
Yeah.
Nothing
If
else.
MacGyver's getting the check, we don't give a fuck as long as I'm on radio.
Well, I was playing the songs on radio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was playing.
When I was
Sure,
21.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we didn't care though. We just wanted our songs on radio and pussy. That's it. The kids now they smart with their publishing. And,
Yeah.
You know, I love it, man.
We out here, man. Podcast and chill. I'm still getting used to this new studio. It's a bit weird, man.
Dog!
I missed the pool already, eh?
I don't miss the pool. I love this. I love it.
What's happening there?
No, the guy who did from Ayadin,
Yeah.
you know the song, he was robbed of his royalties.
Ah,
Yeah.
You lie.
Yes. So literally he got what? 4,000.
From that song.
Yeah.
He,
Don't laugh too hard. When I watch all Malin for yours. Me million.
not a million, but not 4,000.
Okay.
No, I'm still getting royalties even today from Sambro.
How
I
was
still
he
get
robbed
paid.
though? How was he robbed?
Not a lot.
Yeah, how was he
No,
robbed?
you know what? No, I think so that's our sound engineer. He's got a record label and he's got a publishing company, so he speaks from a point of authority.
Yeah, give him the mic there.
But I think the guy was paid as a session. As a session musician. So if me, I can't play guitar, but I can program a killer chord and a killer bass line, right? And a killer electric piano chord. And I need a guitarist to come. And I can tell them, play, then they play. So sometimes you can pay vocalists to be session musicians.
Yeah,
Maybe
then
he was-
you're not robbed if that's done. It's an agreement. You get your money, you out. We take the 100% of the royalties.
So he wasn't lying when he said it was on Tole Yatin.
Obviously. So you're not robbed, man. He's not robbed. You can't be robbed of royalties.
But what if? Because
He was just not smart.
But
enough.
he may have been used as a session musician, but he actually did the writing himself. Because technically, if I came up with a chorus, and I said,
Yes,
you
that's
got a
your
nice
melody.
voice, sing it, then you're a session musician.
Yeah, yes.
But if he sat down and wrote those or came up with them, then it is intellectual property, and he did get robbed. He got given a session
if you
deal.
don't put it down when and your publisher, then you're not robbed. It's an agreement. I paid you 4,000. You out. I own the master of that song.
Even if I wrote the song.
Doesn't matter. It's an agreement.
You
You're
see,
done.
and that's how cats get caught out by signing
You're robbed
shit they
in
don't
your
understand.
mind, but
You are
legally,
robbed, yeah.
You're not robbed.
You've
I did this like this, and we agreed on it.
Because with Mkuzen, it's a three-way split. It's me, P Tempo, and Icon Lamaf.
Yeah, all of you have your
but
percentages.
splitting 10
Yes.
cents there
Yeah.
is-
At least it's something.
3.3 cents.
We're talking about hits here. Not misses.
Imakancane 3 cent yakho imakancane.
We are here, podcast and chill.